hey, the thing Google Map have done for me in this UK. Google Map carry me past bush, carry me past O, carry me past one dark tunnel. Ha! The thing Google Map have done for me. Hey, hey. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, love, like, and share this video. Thank you. And to my old subscriber, Sarah, yo. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your subscription. And thank you for sharing. On today's video, I'll be sharing some of the cultural shock I've experienced staying here in the UK as a Nigerian baby. Yeah, as a Nigerian baby. The first thing I'll be sharing is the language. Before coming to the UK, everyone assumed coming to the UK, you're just going to be hearing in it, in it, in it,
in it, in it, in it.
all right, mate, in it. But that's not the case because different cities in the UK have different accents. The Birmingham have accents, London people have accents. But tell me, when I first came to Birmingham, and I heard the accent, the only thing I could hear is zzz, zzz. I kept on saying, oh, at work, I kept on telling them to repeat themselves. And because I got tired of saying repeat yourself, I just nod. But tell me, I did not get shit. I'm not getting into it. I'm just like, mm-hmm. And there was a time I was working and someone was saying something and then she laughed waiting for a response. And I just laughed with her. And then she was waiting for a response. I'm like, hey. I was like, oh, sorry, can you come again? I didn't get that. But tell me why I was laughing if you did not get it. And then she repeated the questions. Now I understand the Birmingham people accents. The only accent I've heard that is difficult is the Scottish people. I heard it's so difficult to understand, or the Irish, I think. I think I've come across an Irish person. It wasn't so bad, but I can't wait to hear a Scottish person speak so to know if it's difficult or not. Also, I always thought we were colonized by the British, but you get what I did there, British. I always thought we were colonized by the British, but tell me why we sound more like the Americans. Because why is water? Why is water called water? Like I'm already even used to it. The second thing I would like to talk about is the UK houses not having AC or fan. Like when I first came here and there was no AC or fan, I didn't really even notice because I came during the winter, so it was cold. I didn't have any use of for them. And then I was staying in a student accommodation, so I felt probably that's how student accommodation is. Until I went to my mom's place or went to family and friends' place, and I'm like, why is there no fan here? It is so hot. Because in Nigeria, there's no house that won't have ceiling fan. Even if there's no ceiling fan, there's also going to be like a standing fan or something or an aircon. I understand the use of not having aircon because in the UK it's always cold, but fan, fan. At least you guys should have fan, but you have to order probably a mini fan or something. And I understand because in 12 months we have only 2 months that you're gonna see the sun and everywhere is going to be, or the rest of the month is either cold or a bit cold, not too cold. That's the season we see here. All the seasons are just fake. Sometimes they tell you it's going to rain and then you see the sun. Sometimes they tell you it's going to be sun and then you see the rain. It's so annoying, I understand, but I've gotten used to the fact that there's no fan and there's no AC. Another thing I would like to talk about is the buses. So, taking public transportation back home was either you take the yellow buses or the BRT or the Tata bus, and I stay on the mainland, the Korodu, so you have to rush and take the Tata bus or the BRT. I know sometimes it can be so annoying, but even back home, I don't think I've ever run for bus. I'm always like, "Why am I running? Why am I running? Why am I running?"
Why are you running?
But when I came to the UK, I thought it was going to be the same thing. The roads are free. That was my assumption. The roads are free. Everything is, in order so there won't be any stress getting the bus. Honestly, trust me, there's no stress. The only stress there is I learned how to run. I learned how to run for buses because when I came to the UK, I was staying in a student accommodation which was close to the bus stop. So it wasn't a problem for me at first. It was okay. And then I moved to London. London was chill. The buses comes on time, though sometimes you have to run. And then I moved to Birmingham. That's where the whole problem started. Like that's where my problem started. If I'm not late because of the bus, I don't know what to even say because the buses will make you crazy. The buses either they are delayed, you check the map and they tell you their buses are delayed. And then when you go, you see that the buses are gone already. So it's either they are delayed or they come early and leave you, or the bus driver sees you running and just zoom off. Like I was running one time, this bus driver could clearly see me. I've gotten there and just for me to enter and it just went. I was so upset because why was I running, taking my full speed, trying to show that I've been going to the gym? Only for the bus to go. And it's so annoying. And the annoying part is some cities don't even have Uber or Bolt. So you have to like probably order online and those processes are long. I went for an interview to a city. I really can't remember. And then there was the bus was coming late and there was no Uber. I was so pissed off, like, oh my goodness, I've missed this interview and I'm coming from a far place. Why? The buses can be so annoying. And they always have like timing and places they stop. They don't stop anywhere. Or like in Nigeria, you could say, drop me, drop me, drop me, drop me, drop me. I'm not going again. They will stop and drop you. But yeah, if they not reach bus stop, sometimes I'm always upset because I can be going to this place, yeah, and then the bus stop is like that far place. They won't even stop, they'll just go and then I have to walk back. I'm like, why? Why? But I understand because it's the order of things and to control things. Because I feel like if they don't organize things like that, it's just going to be out of order. So I understand the use of setting all those laws in places. Yeah. And coming to the map, the Google map in this UK, I don't know if it is only me. The Google map have shown me shege. The Google map have shown me shege to tell me the bus has come and gone and I'm standing there. If it did not even tell you that, if you say, okay, you want to work, it'll tell you 20 minutes work. That's 20 minutes. It's not 20 minutes oh, because I'm working for 40 minutes and passing bush. Sometimes there was a time the Google map told me to pass the road. I'm like, is there a road in this place? The map was still saying, I kept on checking, kept on saying, go, go, go. I was trying to go, and the way I was seeing the cars coming with speed, I said, Faye, be like, say you want that. I had to go back, start looking for a different route to find myself because this map can pass you on top of water and it will be telling you to go, go, go. If you're using that map, you go lost. Another thing I would like to add is the UK people always serving tea and coffee. Like when I first came, going to visit someone, the first thing they ask is, "Oh, would you like tea and coffee? Or would you like some biscuits?" I'm like, "Ha! If it is in Nigeria, they'll ask you, do you want a drink? They'll probably give you malt or Fanta or Coca Cola. But yeah, they're like, do you want tea or coffee?" And funny enough, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I don't like tea. I take coffee, but I'm not really a fan of it. But I don't like tea. I hate tea with passion. If I'm taking anything, I'm taking warm milk. So is either you give me warm milk or I stick to my water or water. I stick to my water. Oh my goodness. So everywhere I go, they're always like, "Would you like tea and coffee? Would you like tea and coffee?" Even at work, my manager is like, "Oh, would you like me to get you tea and coffee?" I'm like, "Hey, I don't like any of the above." Coffee doesn't work for me. I don't know if I'm the only one. I take coffee and I still sleep. The funny thing is, I have more energy when I don't even take coffee. If I take coffee or energy drink, I will even feel more sleepy. I go to bed. But I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way. Another cultural shock I would like to add is the grocery shopping. You know, back home when you go shopping, there's always like bags for you to like shop. Yeah, I have to get my own leather bag, arrange my stuff, like scan them through myself, and then pay for them. You have to do like a self pay. Also, the first time I got eggs, and I saw it as expiry date. I was talking to my friend, my egg is going to expire, my egg is going to expire. And she's like, really? Egg expires? I'm like, I don't know, but yeah, my egg is going to expire. I have to boil it and eat. Because when I first came, when I started living alone, my I kept on wasting food. My grocery shopping was going bad. I go shopping and then sometimes I forget most of my foods in the fridge. And by the time I say, oh, I have cheese, let me go get my cheese, it's spoiled. Or I have when I go get them, it's spoiled. Like everything have expiry date. And sometimes it upsets me. Like I've never had that egg have expiry date. The only thing I know back home is when you get eggs, is either it goes bad by the time you open it or it's still fresh and it lasts you long. But yeah, eggs have expiry dates and most of their food have expiry dates for like 2 weeks, a week, 3 weeks, depending on what you're getting. And sometimes it can be so annoying because you have to keep going shopping. And me, I prefer to just go shopping once and that's it for the month. But you have to keep going shopping every week or two to like renew some things because if you don't go, you are going to probably be left hungry or start seeing everything has gone bad and you get upset and you have to go probably when you need it urgently. So it's better you just plan every week or two. Another shock I would like to talk about is the UK people being open with you even when they don't know you. Like I would say this is one of the biggest shock for me. Like you just met me on the road and you're open. Oh, how's your day? Fine. And they just see something and start telling you, oh, how my daughter is going to get me this, or how my children got me this, or my daughter is pregnant. Like they just see you and tell you whatever is going on in their mind, start talking to you like you've known each other. And sometimes I find out that I'm talking to them like we've known each other from high school or something. And there are sometimes I'm not really in the mood of talking, and someone is like telling you about their day, telling you. And I'm like, back home, people are not this open about their personal life, especially when they're just meeting you. I know people start some conversation at some point, but I don't think they're just open like that on the first time meeting you about their personal life or things going on with them. They're just open. I went to work the other day and someone was talking about a boyfriend this, a dad this, a uncle this, just talking, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm already tired. It's not. Don't get me wrong. It's just that sometimes I get tired of talking at work. I just want to be focused at work and just get the work done and come back home and rest. So when you keep going and going, I'm like, oh my goodness. But that's another thing that has been like really the big shock for me when they just keep being open about themselves, talking about what they've been going through. Some of them just and I feel like sometimes when you talk to people, it helps you release the pressure that you've been going through or something. So I think it's kind of okay, but sometimes it's been too much because you just met me at the bus stop and you just telling me everything going on in your head. Another shock I would like to talk about is the houses. The houses are so small. Like the apartments are small. Most of the apartments don't even have closets. Is either you have a very small closet or you have to probably get one by yourself. Like even the kitchen, the appliances, everything are just so small in a very small space. The first time I came here and I went to visit a friend, I was like, where's all of it? Where's everything? Is this everything? Like everything is just so small and in a small area. The same thing with their cars. The cars as well are small. They have big cars, but most of the cars are very small, probably because they have like small roads and narrow roads. Like you pass on the road and it's so narrow, and most of the cars still even park on the road. I'm like, why are you parking here? The road is tiny enough as it is, and you're still parking, making us to squeeze our way through. Another thing I'll talk about is the driving, also with the rules and regulation with driving. Um, you already know, I'm sure most people already know that they drive on the opposite side. The first time I came here, I kept on going to the other side. Like I got used to it. Like, oh, I have to go here. And they're like, are you driving? I'm like, no, I'm just used to it. Like, I'm just so used to it. I don't know if I'm the only one. And with the rules and regulations, there are so many rules and regulations in place, the traffic signs, even when there's traffic, even when there's like traffic on the road, you know, it's either the traffic light or there's a car that has broken down. But in Nigeria, I don't know what's causing the traffic most of the time. You get there and you're like, what's causing the traffic? It can be one huge truck that just stopped there for no reason or something. I don't know. Or a truck has fallen over. But yeah, it's always either the traffic light. But in Birmingham, I would say there's a lot of traffic. I don't know of other places, but Birmingham, the traffic here is so much. I'm sorry, but especially during closing hours. I believe during rush hour, probably because everyone is rushing home, even the students, children, workers, everyone is trying to get them. So probably the rush hour, that's why there's traffic. And the rules and regulation, even when you're speeding, you have to be careful because when you're speeding, you might think that you've gotten free and then you just get home and get like bills. I remember my friend saying he went through a tunnel and they told him that what his car is above the ton or kg. I'm not sure about that. I know nothing about cars, but is the car this car is above the kg or ton that is supposed to pass through the bridge. I'm like, it was like, how is it supposed to weigh his car? How is it supposed to know? I'm like, I'm so confused. And there's also the green area. Your cars are not supposed to pass through the green area because of it could cause pollution. So if you're passing here, make sure your car is suitable for that place. You must have a car suitable for that place. If not, you're causing pollution and you have to pay a fine. You might think that no one is watching, but you just get home and just see a bill. Even the other time I was learning how to drive, and my instructor told me that, even as a student learning how to drive, going above the speed limit, you still have to pay. I was like, huh? I have to pay, but I'm learning. He said, yes, you still have to pay for you going above. I'm like, okay, I just reduce the speed. And then it was like, going below, you still have to pay. I was like, ha! Hey, this one is managing. I have to keep looking. Hey, don't go above, don't go below, don't go above, don't go below. And sometimes it's distracting, but now I've gotten kind of used to it. But it's like, oh, I'm learning so many things driving. It can be so stressful and annoying, I understand, but those are the rules that are put in place to help us to like reduce hazard on the road, because without all those rules in place there could be so many accidents. I also like to talk about the weather. The weather can be so horrible here, like it rains all the time, and sometimes the weather map, I don't even know if they're accurate with that stuff. Tells you it's going to be sunny, like today said it was going to be sunny, and then I went out, it was raining. So the weather is not always accurate. So I would advise anyone staying in the UK to always go with umbrella, because the UK is always crying. I don't know, it cries all the time, and I don't like rain touching my face or my hair. So you have to go out with your umbrella all the time, put it in your bag. And sometimes you just want to go with a mini bag and you check if it's going to rain. It tells you no, and I'm like, okay, I'm not taking my umbrella today. And then the next thing is just showers. Shall be showers of blessing. Yeah. And that brings me to the last thing I would love to talk about is me. Um, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm always saying sorry, sorry, sorry. As a Nigerian lady, like when someone falls down or eats, I'm like, sorry, sorry about that, sorry about that, sorry about that. Even when someone coughs or sneezes, you are like, sorry, God bless you. So, and then someone at work, she hit her head on the table, and I'm like, sorry. She's like, why are you telling me sorry? You didn't cause it. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm just used to saying sorry. Like back home, when people fall down, you're like, sorry. When people cough, you're like, sorry. And I'm trying to tone it down a bit. Even my friends are like, Faye, why are you always saying sorry? It's not like you caused it. I'm always saying sorry, thank you so much. If I want to even pass, I'm like, sorry, excuse me. I could as well just say excuse me. But I don't know, I've gotten used to it so much that I'm always saying sorry or thank you, even when it's not needed and when it's needed as well. Yeah. And that comes the end of everything I've got to say. Thank you so much for listening to me. And if you have any other cultural shock that I haven't mentioned, please comment down below. You could leave a comment on any cultural shock you've experienced that I might not have mentioned or talked about. It might be useful to someone out there. Someone coming to the UK could be well prepared because of that. And that's the end of the video, guys. Enough of me talking. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me. And thank you for your subscription. And the newcomers, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, like this video. Thank you so much. See you at the next video, and bye.